Eddie Mabo and James Rice say they are the traditional heirs to the islands of Mere, Waihia and Tuaa.
This land came to me through my grandmother and her father. My grandmother was Akazi and her father Gasu, who owned this land initially. And this is the boundary line here. These sort of things that can be seen all over this island. Other families have constructed these things, not just lately, but over many years.
Happy Reconciliation Week. My name is Diana David. I am a proud Kanju and Kalkalag woman from North Queensland. I am also the CEO of Reconciliation Victoria, the statewide body promoting reconciliation across the state. Reconciliation Victoria occupies a pretty unique place in the Victorian landscape as we promote deeper understanding, respect and justice for and with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Our focus is on the 97% of the non-Aboriginal community who need to take responsibility in driving reconciliation. Raising the profile of Reconciliation Victoria and gaining broad support for our work allows growing the movement beyond current networks and groups. National Reconciliation Week is a time to grow the movement, celebrate and reflect on our collective reconciliation journey we strive to deliver here at Reconciliation Victoria. This year's theme, In This Together, reinforces that we all have an important role to play. We all have a responsibility to uphold when it comes to reconciliation. And in playing our part, we collectively build stronger, meaningful relationships and communities that value Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people's histories and cultures. Reconciliation means living the truth. Reconciliation means understanding past truths, present truths, and future truths. To recognise and respect the first peoples of this land we call Australia, to acknowledge that truth-telling, the past injustices and the ongoing inequalities experienced by my people, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples since colonisation. We all need to commit to working towards a more equal and respectful future. And that's what reconciliation means to me. I'm very proud to talk to you all today on this special day, the 3rd of June, because today marks 28 years the High Court handed down its judgment in the Mabo case and abolished once and for all that foolish concept of terra nullius, no man's land. Today we celebrate Mabo Day, a crucial date in our reconciliation calendar, recognising the incredible life of our island warrior, our Australian hero, Eddie Mabo. This case alone was more than anyone could have anticipated. The Mabo case versus Queensland case has shown to be a significant milestone in our shared history in this country, which for the first time recognised Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples' sovereignty through the decision of granting native title to the Miriam Nation, or the Murray Islanders in the Torres Straits. Not many people know, but the Queensland Parliament, in an attempt to preempt the case, passed a Queensland Coast Islands Declaratory Act in 1985 to extinguish the claimed rights of the Miriam people to the Murray Islands. This was later deemed to be invalid, as it was in conflict with the Racial Discrimination Act in 1975. All these layers help us to see how complex and difficult this process was for something as simple and known to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people as our sovereignty. The Mabo case dismantled the misconception of terra nullius, and Mabo Day is a statement that terra nullius was not a correct representation of the life here prior to colonisation. It signifies that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people are here. We are still here and we're not going anywhere. And like you, we have language. We have culture and we have histories. This case, the Mabo case, throws out the misconception of no man's land. Mabo Day is a celebration of all of this and more. Mabo Day is just not for me as an Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander woman, and it's not just for people of the Torres Straits, it's for everyone. This day is a demonstration of truth, justice and reconciliation. This week has been an exciting time for all of us. This week has been a time to celebrate Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander achievement and culture. Mabo Day is a day to engage. It's a day to share. It's a day to learn. But most importantly, it's a day to listen. I encourage each and every one of you to use your time stuck at home during COVID-19 as a chance for reflection on what reconciliation means for you, both personally and in your workplace. Think of the legacy that Eddie Mabo left for all Australians. Think of what you can do as Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal people to build on that legacy. Reconciliation must live in our minds. It must live in our actions, but most importantly, it must live in our hearts. As we move forward, creating a nation strengthened by respectful relationships between the wider Australian community and the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, use today, the 3rd of June, Mabo Day, as a reminder to live up to the standard that the great Eddie Mabo set for all of us. I think it's appropriate that National Reconciliation Week ends each year on Mabo Day, as perhaps no one person contributed as much to sparking this latest phase of the reconciliation movement in the 1990s. Please stay engaged, learn more about our true history, the First Nations history and culture. For more information and to learn more, reach out to Reconciliation Victoria. Sign up to our monthly e-news to find out what's happening across the state of Victoria. Follow us on social media, visit our Magali website, and think about what you could do in your local school, sports club, council, community groups to advance reconciliation and continue the conversations with family and friends. On behalf of the team here at Reconciliation Victoria, stay safe, stay healthy during COVID-19. Happy Reconciliation Week.